Angel Clark here from RadioFreedom.us. I just thought you may be interested in hearing a press conference made today by Jesse Benton, Ron Paul's campaign chairman. He made this statement to the press on Tuesday, May 15th, 2012. This is not the entire statement, only bits and pieces.
Our supporters are going to get an excessive amount of blame for problems that arise in heated moments at conventions, and state conventions in particular are known for heated moments, and our supporters are going to get much more than they deserve when it comes to blame for any kind of problems. And so we're going to emphasize that our people really need to emphasize respect and civility, and they're going to be under a microscope, and I think that our people are going to be more than up to the challenge of that.
Hey, Jesse, Alex Pappas from the Daily Caller.
Hey, Alex.
On that topic of having an open mind, do you think any chance later on down the road that Dr. Paul would have a conversation with Gary Johnson about perhaps getting behind him and helping him out?
No, there's no chance of that.
Lisa from CNN. I'm sorry if I missed this. Can you go over how many delegates you know that you have, that your supporters, how many of your supporters have won delegate spots?
We don't give our exact delegate count, but at this point in time, we believe we have over 100 bound delegates and over 200 delegates that are bound to Romney but are our supporters. We believe we can substantially grow those numbers, and that's not including alternates.
Jesse, this is Grace Weiler from Business Insider.
Hey, Grace.
Hey, are you guys doing anything to make sure that your supporters don't feel abandoned by your decision to stop campaigning? And as a follow-up, what are your fundraising expectations going forward and for your May 17th money bomb?
Well, you know, our expectations for our May 17th money bomb are not particularly high. You know, we have not promoted or pushed it at all yet. We're gonna make a push and an appeal, you know, very frankly, and lay out, as we've been trying to lay out for the past month, that our focus is going to be on conventions, and that we do need to continue to fund our convention and delegate efforts. Our fundraising has remained very strong. We've had our mail program and our internet program has continued to keep the cash in the coffers that we need to continue to operate our program, and we're very, very grateful for that. I hope that by being so open and laying out our strategy as we did today in this memo that we shared with the press, and again in a slightly different format with our entire supporter list, we hope that keeps our supporters from feeling abandoned. You know, that was one thing that was weighed very heavily on Dr. Paul as he was making the decision to announce that he was backing off on primary states on Monday. Was you know, we do hear from so many wonderful people in New Mexico and Jersey and Texas and California. Monday was letting them know that, you know, the campaign is continuing to go on. I'm going to continue to work, and we can continue to accomplish some great things, and I encourage you to continue to work very hard on the primaries in your states at the grassroots level, particularly to back the local candidates and state candidates that are running and that deserve and need your help.
Jesse, this is Rosie Gray again.
Hey, Rosie.
It seems as though you've emphasized a lot how you want your supporters to be respectful and well behaved at the convention. I mean, how concerned are you that they won't be?
I am not concerned because of all the work that we're committed to putting in, and because I just know how good and decent our supporters are. I think that they're getting it, that they're getting a hyper amount of attention and scrutiny, and that they're going to bear an excessive amount of blame for problems. So I am very confident that there will be no problem. First of all, because of the inherent decency of our supporters, and then also because of our commitment and Dr. Paul's commitment to working very hard to make sure that doesn't happen.
Hey, Jesse. Jason Volek, ABC News.
Hey, Jason.
Hey, I'm curious of what role Rand Paul will play in the next 6 months of the campaign.
I don't own Rand anymore. I'm no longer his campaign manager. I know that Rand has said that he will support the Republican nominee, and I believe now it's Rand. Rand will need to decide if and when the time is right, and I think then the ball will be in the Romney campaign's court to begin to reach out and discuss how they want to handle getting Rand on board.
Jesse, Lawrence Sinclair News. Hey, Jesse, curious. I've had some of Ron Paul's supporters on our radio program, and there's some questions about the RNC's endorsement of Mitt Romney and doing joint fundraising events with Romney while Paul is still a candidate. Has that affected your fundraising and your support at all?
No, it has not. As a matter of fact, the RNC offered us the opportunity to set up joint fundraising committee as well. We opted not to set one up, but the option was there for us. The RNC asked us probably 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I issued a statement about it over the weekend to clarify things with folks. But they asked us if we were comfortable with them being able to build up the RNC Victory Program that will, be the ground weapon for Republicans in key states in the fall. And we gave our blessing for them to go ahead and move forward with doing that, with the mutual understanding that if Dr. Paul were to become the nominee, the Victory Program would be there 100% to support Dr. Paul, and that was agreed upon. And so we have no problem with them going ahead and building up the Victory operation.
Jesse, Grace Weiler from Business Insider again. Just one quick follow-up to that. Why turn down the RNC's offer to do joint fundraising? Wouldn't that go with the idea of, taking over the Republican Party?
It was a calculated decision that it didn't gain us a whole heck of a lot. I can run down with you offline how a JFC works, but it basically allows us to bank up money that could be used for the general election in an account, and allow our people that have already maxed out to us to again give more that could be banked up. We just didn't calculate that it was that it was worthwhile for us to do. It's not rocket science. It's a little tricky, but I'd be happy to walk through that with you offline.